Alright, we got a big bottle of beer for you guys to review tonight. Thank you for tuning in. It equals basically 2 servings plus half a shot worth more because it's one of the 750 milliliter 25 ounce bottles. A brewer, a coffee roaster, and a craft beer snob walked into a bar in Muskoka. The result, a rich winter beer full of coffee, chocolate, and roasted barley. Perfect with a hearty meal on a cold winter's night. Cheers. Pure northern taste. We have Lake of Bay's Mocha Porter. I've heard of this brewery before, but never had anything of theirs before because this is the only thing I've ever seen. Best before March 15th of next year. The ingredients are water, malted barley, hops, and coffee. Lake of Bay's Brewing Company out in Bayville, Ontario. Lake of Bay's Brewing. .ca. They're in partnership with Savor, Muskoka, the Griffin, and Diesel House Coffee Roasters. It's a beer with coffee, but it only comes in at 5.2%. So I gotta prop this camera up and pour the bottle now. Right goes right. I can use my big ass fox glass so I can fit it all at once. Even though that one Mill Street glass I have would be a better glass to use. Some smoke comes up from it. I don't smell a lot of coffee, but I smell, if I even do, I smell like a chocolate and a little bit of sourness from the bottle. Now apparently they're using like a medium roasted coffee because the brewer thinks that the dark beans will make the beer too... the brewer thinks that the dark roast beans would be too oily and ruin the beer. That's why he did like a medium beer. or coffee roast in this one. 5.2%. Cheers. I can smell some of the roastedness. Yep, I can smell some smokiness and roastedness as I'm pouring it. See, what do we get? I don't care if that's a good pour or a bad pour. If it is a good pour, fucking right. Look at the top of it. I'll let you dive in. Doesn't that look beautiful for a fucking head? Fuck yeah. This is Lake of Bay's Mocha Porter, 5.2%. My first product of theirs. Huge amount of head. It's a jet black beer, as we can tell. It's got like a mocha creamy head that might remind you of Guinness. Honestly, if I took this bottle away, you might even think I have Guinness. But Lake of Bay's Mocha Porter, 5.2%. How she smells. Yep, you can smell some roastedness. You can smell a little bit of like a sour or cherryness. And maybe some hints of chocolate there. But it's not actual chocolate from like chocolate. It's chocolate from those chocolate malts. Alright, we'll dive in now. And this is considered a winter beer. A little bit of waterness at first, then it goes into a really strong medium tasting roastedness in the middle there that seems to dominate the most, and then lightly in the background a little chocolate and a little sourness. Yep. Oh, let me take another sip. Excuse me. watery. Carbonation and or hops. Wait, there's no hops in this, is there? Water, malted barley, hops, and coffee. Yeah, on the second sip, after the waterness, it almost seemed like carbonation or hops were playing around on my tongue a bit. And then after I swallowed that, I'm left with a really noticeable kind of sour-like taste that seems smoothed out from the chocolate malts, and that's why it's smooth and has a little bit of a chocolate taste to it. Let's see what the third sip's like. Yep. You can always notice the water. Don't always notice the roastedness. But you always notice the water and a little bit of sourness. And the sourness plays along with the smooth chocolate malts that are there. So overall, you're going to get water on every sip. That will come in first, and sometimes go immediately to a roastedness, and sometimes it won't. And when it doesn't, it feels like there's hops or carbonation playing around on the tongue, and then the aftertaste is always a little sour with a smoothness and chocolate taste. It's Lake of Bay's Mocha Porter. It's considered their winter beer, I guess. It's 5.5%, and it's not an amazing porter. It's not terrible. I fucking love dark beers and wish I could review a lot more of them more often and easily. But it's more just like an average beer, so 2.5 out of 5, I guess. Thank you, review, and peace.